the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Everybody wake the fuck up. From the city to the burbs, every street, every curve, you can block what you heard. That's the cure. Wake the fuck up.
What? Tell me a little bit about the show and like the any info I need.
You need to know about the show?
Yeah.
I'm a huge Trump supporter. Okay. I hope you're okay with that. I'm sure you're okay with that. That's why you're on, right?
I don't give a fuck.
We got the mutual respect for Donald Trump.
I like open-mindedness.
Are we collected to any kind of like political ideology?
Definitely not.
Nothing at all. No, you're not Democrat, Republican, any kind
Definitely
of liberal.
Not.
You just don't mess with that.
No, I don't mess with it at all, bro. I'm a free thinker is what I go for. Free thinker.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hate on people just because everybody's hating on them. I don't do nothing typical about me. I'm 100% free thinker. You know.
But there has to be some kind of like rules you live by, some kind of ideology you follow, that kind of thing.
You would think so. You would think.
You have nothing,
You would
huh?
think.
Okay.
Yeah, you would think.
You know, I just find it interesting. Like the deeper I get into meeting these artists and sitting down with them, we're all people. We're all human beings. But I feel that some people have allowed themselves to fall too deep into the mentality of I'm blank. So treat me as so, because you know, on that level. But how do you avoid thinking like that?
I think for me it's important to not pick a side. See, what we do as a society since the beginning of man, beginning of woman, is we pick a side. You know, everybody picks an enemy. They pick an opposition.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times that stems from weakness, because when you're strong, you don't need to have an enemy. You know you could kick their ass, but instead you smile, shake hands, and figure out a way to enjoy life together.
Yeah.
Right? So people choose opposition, and people say, "Oh, you're a liberal Democrat snowflake, blah blah blah." It's like, nah. You can be a little bit of everything. You can, you know, I think for people who think there's one side or the other, that's really confusing.
I think you should be a little bit of everything, right? You should have the values that the Democrats have, and like the business sense that Republicans have, and then the love of maybe liberal. You know, there's a lot of things that you can take from and borrow to kind of build your life on this American dream that we're all chasing, right? You know, and I think people forget that it is that. You know, look, we're all running. We're all trying to catch the same dream. We're all trying to be happy. Yeah. And we're all trying to make sure our kids are happy, right? Yeah. We're trying to set a good example and leave something behind, be remembered in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. And I think people underestimate the value of being remembered, or how important that is for human beings to be remembered. There was a caveman who you know, wrote something on the wall because he wanted them to remember him, like back then, you know.
Since the beginning.
All anyone wants to do is feel important and like they've contributed to something.
Right.
When did you start contributing in your way? When would you say that started for you?
Well, you know, there's multiple levels of wanting to contribute to an ideology or steer away from an ideology or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I try to take it in baby steps, right? So for now, what I'm doing is teaching people how to conduct themselves as an artist, what type of artists there are out there that can be famous, can have stardom, can have fans, can have all this crazy shit, but still be able to have a one-on-one convo after the show, give you a hug, and talk about something deep with you without being distant. You know, basically showing people how to be a human and encompass different ideologies without fitting a norm. You know, like, oh, that guy's famous, he's not going to talk to me. And then you end up going to Roscoe's
chicken and waffle.
This guy. Yeah, you spend 3 hours with this famous guy.
No doubt.
You're like, wow, I just went to dinner with this famous rapper.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm trying to teach people that exists.
And I'm so glad to hear you say that. The name of the show is Wake the Flock Up. And my goal is to wake the flock up to the facts that we're more than just drugs and bitches and how hip-hop is adults with dreams and educated, their fathers, their moms, their brothers, their sisters, their Catholics, whatever, and they all have one agenda and they all want to contribute to hip-hop. This thing that raised them, this thing that guided them, this thing that was there when dad wasn't there, when mom was locked up, when I was in having to eat, Nas was there, Coogee Rap was there. These cats were there, and you kind of they raised you in a way, and I think it's important to pay tribute to them by presenting hip-hop in a new way, in a different way. And what I try to do is really present people, look man, we're just people and we all have hopes and dreams. There's more to it than the facade of being a rapper, right? So I love the fact that you're down and gritty and real with your lyrics especially, right? But the one thing that's very interesting is that I can't put you in a pocket. I can't say, oh, this song's going to be this, and I expect the next three to sound the same. Because they don't sound the same, but they have the same feel. Every song I heard and saw... Who knows if
that's hurting us or helping us, man, but we're just going to keep doing it.
I think it's important to maintain that. You need to trust that the quality is there, but also I want to trust that I'm not going to hear the same thing on the next album.
Right.
I want to grow with you. I want to evolve with you. I've seen you... From one, okay, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but where would you think the spectrum began for you? Like, where were you when you started to put yourself out there? Like, mentally, where were you at that point?
Well, I started really young. We started the Kung Fu thing as a teenager.
Yeah.
So I was a teen when I started this. 2001, we put out our first thing. And, we came up with the name, the concept, the ideas, and all this stuff before I was developed enough to actually execute it the way I am now.
Interesting.
So it's a long time developing, Yeah. And everybody's story is different, right? So my story is very different. It's been very slow but steady incline up, and there's a lot of respect from other artists. But I think the most important thing is, the most important thing is, focusing on one thing at a time. And for us, it's just the art. Like, we're just focused on making the most amazing possible music and diverse music and different styles and different sounds and different things. But when we started, to answer your question, the concept was different than it is now. The end goal is to just be absolutely amazing live and on record equally. But when we started, I had this whole gothic orchestra with hip-hop and a live band, but no rock influence, just a very orchestral influence. So that's kind of where it started, and then now it's at this other hybrid level. I don't know.
So you say you sat down and you guys figured out, like, the character of the band? Like, you guys all talked about, okay, this is what we're going to aim for?
I thought it would be cool to have a bunch of ladies, specifically Japanese ladies, playing like orchestral instruments in the band, and me rapping. It was very big, and we did execute that for a while. Had a bunch of different women in the band, and it was fantastic. It was great.
Yeah.
And it's evolved into this. Once we started doing these long 40, 50, 60 city tours, you can't have 10 people in the band or whatever, so that's why you see us, we're a live band, but it's not 10 people anymore. It hasn't been for years. Right. You know what I mean? So
what are you down to, 4, right?
Well, it's 3 of us.
3 of you?
And sometimes 2.
Oh, wow.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
No, but
it rocks more than ever.
You as being the lead singer, I must imagine you have a lot of influence over the band. So how much does the band have an influence on you?
So the band, we don't write music together, but on this new album, my drummer, who's the other part of Kung Fu, he produced 2 tracks, but he recorded the whole album, and he co-produced the whole album. So he has a lot of influence on this record. Chris Paxton, my drummer, yeah.
And do you keep that distance on purpose?
Nah, it's just... I'm just working with a lot of producers, and we're all busy.
Yeah. What about on the solo side? Are you reaching out and starting to do... Is that cross between you guys?
I'm always reaching out to everybody.
Right.
Doing whatever I can, throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
And my drummer is busy running his studio, so...
Yeah. You try to... But you still... Do you keep a solo path in mind?
I mean... Kung Fu is like a solo thing with the band. It's kind of like a Dave Matthews Band, right? It's Dave Matthews, but he has a band. But we're just trying everything right now. We're in a phase where we're trying everything.
Yeah.
Different things, different formulas, different EPs, side things. Our newest album's been our most successful thing so far.
Yeah.
So right now we're focused on that.
Tell
It
me
just
the name
came
of
out
the
2
album.
months ago.
Tell me the name of the album.
It's called Come Dawn.
Right.
And it's 15 tracks. Charted number 18. Debuted at number 18 on iTunes.
So, will we have any features on the album?
It's got X-rated.
Okay.
Who just recently was released from prison a year ago.
Okay.
After 27 years for he did life basically.
Wow.
Murder trial. Got first degree murder. He's amazing. Fuck, he's out killing it. Futuristic, who's huge,
Shout out.
doing his thing.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of my friends and just homies of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the album's more a creative piece of artwork than anything.
Is there anyone that you kind of, let's say, if you know they're going to be in the room with them, you kind of step your bars up just a little bit, or you're more prepared, or you're like, just in case it happens? The one thing, you heard of the Wake Up Show?
Yeah.
So Sway started back in the day in the Wake Up Show, and it was like everyone ran through it, right? And you'd have like KRS-One and like Cool G Rap and like Chino XL, and they all be on the same track, right? And I've always wondered if any one of them ever felt like, all right, I got next. I got to impress blank, like, of course I'm going to go. Is there anyone like that makes you step your bars up just a little bit more?
We're pretty elusive. We're pretty like, we haven't been doing anything with anybody lately. We do our own headlining tours.
Yeah.
We record in Oakland, San Jose. But I always try to bring my A game, bro. I don't care who it is. I want to just murder it. I either want to, if I'm giving my best, I better be equal to the best. And if it's somebody who's whack, I better just murder them. And that's the only option, But I'm not a battle rapper. I like to make good music and make songs that make you never forget the song, make you feel some type of way 20, 30, 40 years from now.
Yeah.
I want you to hear stuff off this Come Dawn album and be like, damn, that reminds me of this time I was in Hollywood and I was, that's how I want you to feel.
Okay. You want you to carry the songs with you wherever you go. So it's not so.
It's always been about the songs for me because I'm not competitive. I'm an artist. Like rappers like me because my music.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna battle them. Like we're not gonna battle.
Let me ask you this then, because I always also, when I see an artist of a certain caliber, I always think to myself, I wonder if they consider themselves MCs. Do you consider yourself?
That's all I do.
An MC?
Yeah.
So you're an MC.
But I can also sing and play drums.
Oh, no,
yeah.
100%. But I'm wondering how you think of yourself.
Else, almost. I'm just a dad and an MC. Those are the only two things I am in life.
That dude.
You feel me?
That's excellent.
That's
excellent.
It.
Yeah.
And they're important. If I can be successful at being an MC and a dad, before you know it, life's over. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't gotta pretend like I'm gonna do a bunch of other shit.
But you were you before you had your children, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm a new dad. Well, my daughter's 8, so.
So what I'm saying is, does that now influence how you write or what you write?
It influences a lot now.
Okay.
Because I'm a stay-at-home dad, so even if I didn't want it to influence, that's out of my control because I'm spending 75% of my time with a 8-year-old awesome little kid, So it doesn't necessarily mean I'm writing about her,
right.
But it's definitely influencing it in some degree.
But do you think about what you write now? So maybe you don't have to talk to your little girl about, oh, daddy said this line.
No, I don't care. No. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't care.
And the reason I bring it up, there's another great dad, another good friend of mine. His name is 2 Ton from Potluck.
1 Ton.
Well, sorry, 1 Ton.
Yeah.
Well, now he's 2.
2 Ton.
2 Ton now. No, 1 Ton from Potluck, and I had him on, and I asked him the same question because he was a dad, but he's a lot of weed in his videos, and him talks about, and I was just always wondering, as someone who doesn't smoke, like, does that now affect you? Maybe you don't smoke in front of your kid. Like, at what level?
So I don't smoke in front of my kid.
Yeah.
I'm not a big enough smoker that I need to.
Yeah.
So I don't really smoke weed a lot. Like I just smoked a blunt right now.
Yeah.
But I don't need to smoke when I'm home.
Are you not a drug? You're not a drug user? You're not much?
I work out, bro.
Yeah?
Lift weights.
CrossFit? What are you doing?
I don't do CrossFit.
I started doing CrossFit, and dude,
it's amazing.
I love it, man.
You could get injured pretty easy in CrossFit. I was a kung fu guy. I was a weightlifter, power lifter.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I was a professional gymnast. I was the elite level gymnast. So I was a ring specialist. I competed.
Yeah.
Won national championships when I was 18. So I believe in health and shit like that. You know what I mean?
So what happened there?
I took it pretty far. You know what I mean? But I was always always rapping even before that. Remember, we started this as a teenager.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, you just gotta balance, man. Like, I've had a few drinks tonight. I've smoked a blunt tonight.
Yeah.
I might not smoke or drink tomorrow. I might not smoke or drink for a week.
Nice.
I've been really liking alcohol lately, though.
Oh, yeah.
I started late.
What do we sip on?
So I like high quality beers. I like high quality whiskeys, Scotch whiskeys. My main drink, though, if you see me at a bar or club, I like Belvedere or Tito's and soda with lemon. Refreshing, low calorie, gets you fucked up.
Low carbs.
Low calorie, no carbs, get you fucked up. Low sugar.
Yeah.
No hangover, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
But I party hard, bro, and when I don't do cocaine or real drugs like that. Personally, I don't believe in that. I don't like that shit.
But we work in a society, hip hop and music industry, where that stuff runs rampant, right? It's common.
It's everywhere.
It's not insane to watch somebody cut something up.
I've never done cocaine ever.
But I'm saying,
I've seen it. People done cocaine off my shoulder.
But I'm saying, but and I mean, with respect, when they watch the videos, they gotta have some kind of picture of you, right? Like, oh, this dude has to be this way, right? So when they approach you with the stuff, do you catch them being surprised a lot of the time?
People definitely think I fucking am wasted. They think I do drugs.
And it depends what video you watch, because I feel if you watch certain videos, you get a certain idea of who you are. Because I had an idea when I watched Nocturnal, and then I'm saying, like, I'm catching different lights of who you are, and I'm trying to figure it out. And now meeting you, I'm completely like, forget what I thought of. You know what I'm saying? You're a lot more articulate. You're a lot, more.
I come off like dumbed down.
No, not at all. But you assume it's going to be this, but it's not. It's
right.
We're people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're a very articulate, very charming guy.
I did an interview for these guys that were disrespectful. First time in my whole career. But it was kind of the theme of the show. They fuck with people.
Okay.
And I was actually explaining things very creatively and in depth.
Yeah.
They didn't appreciate it at all.
They wanted
me to go, yeah, bruh, just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just litty. I'm fucking lit. I'm just up in here. Check out my chains, bruh. You know what I mean? Check out my chains, bruh. I'm up in here, bruh. Kung Fu.
They were ready to make fun of that guy.
And I was articulate, or not even articulate. I never even thought that. I just was being descriptive, and they asked me about the history of my band and what I do, and I explained it, and they were like trying to clown. It was the first time anyone ever tried to clown me, ever. And I was like, part of me was like, bro, like if we were in person, like, you wouldn't be talking like this. I'm not a big guy, but I guarantee you'd be scared of me. Like, you're not gonna talk to me like that.
Right.
I didn't say it. I just was laughing at them back. I was like, what? You asked me to be on the show, and you're but it's the theme of the show, so I didn't take it too personal.
Yeah. We're assholes. Come on,
I was being very descriptive and very genuine about the history of my art and what I do, and they were just trying to clown. You know what I mean?
The thing with media has a hate-love relationship with artists.
Yeah.
I feel artists welcome media, like you have, right?
Yeah.
There's other artists that keep us at bay. They're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with you. Lupe Fiasco says he doesn't do interviews. Doesn't do them? Lupe Fiasco doesn't do interviews. He won't do them. So why not look up a Lupe Fiasco? You'll find like very few. He's not like a dude that will go to a radio station and promote. Like, he doesn't do any of that shit. And Method Man is another one. I mean, he's on a different level. He's a movie star kind of shit. But I mean, he doesn't trust it. He feels like we're there to like got you kind of journalism kind of shit. And I'm very humble, bro. I'm so grateful to be here. Like, I just want to know. Anywhere I am, I just take notes. I'll be in the corner, and I'm just gonna watch and observe everybody. My brain works like that. Like, I just want to know stuff, right? And for me, documenting these moments for artists like you seems like a super dope contribution. And I figure there's not enough of us doing that, because a lot of interviews are promotional, right? What are you doing? What do you got going? Okay, thank you for coming through. Bye-bye. But I don't know Vamp better than when you started the interview. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my goal is to get them to know you as a person, right? So if you were to be able to talk to every single one of your fans, what would you want them to know about you? If you could have a one-on-one conversation with one of you, what do you want them to leave with?
Someone who's not a fan?
Let's go with a fan, someone that is a fan. What do you want to make sure that they know about you?
Well, I've tried recently to be a little more like talking to people, you know what I mean? Talking to them through live broadcasts on Facebook.
Oh, connecting with your fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, the main thing is getting deep inside the art. It's like doing DMT, right? Like doing acid or Molly or something. You try to explore the depth of what you're doing, and I'm trying to teach them or just show them how to maybe dive into it. And some of them get it. They've been getting it. And into what we're doing. It's not chasing trends. It's creating our own thing and doing our own thing. But focusing on what's important in life. If you have kids, that's number one. If you do music, do you. You know, different things that we want to kind of not overly influence, but make sure that it starts to ingrain into people as they listen. They enter our world, and it's not all about the rapper.
Right.
It's about concepts and art and things, you know.
Yeah. Somebody that's not a fan, what do you want to say to them?
Well, if you're not a fan, you have to come to a show. You have to.
You think live is the best way to experience it?
100%. It's over. It's a wrap.
Okay.
It's over.
You're going to walk away a fan.
You're going to walk away a fan.
That's awesome.
Guaranteed.
Is there anyone...
I will out-rap your favorite rapper on stage.
That's a bold statement, man.
On record, I can't say that.
Oh, but on stage, you're...
On stage, I'm the best. Nobody's better.
Nice.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Record, I'm never going to say that.
I know Madonna puts a pretty good show on, bro.
What's that?
Madonna puts on a good show.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Lady Gaga.
Taylor Swift, bro.
Prince,
I
Taylor
know
Swift.
you're telling me right here and now you're better than Taylor Swift live.
Rappers. I'm talking about rappers.
Oh, okay, rappers. All right.
Our show is so much more energetic,
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
I don't lip sync. I'm singing. I'm rapping. I'm chopping.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for not lip singing, by the way.
It's subjective,
I
though, on
appreciate
whether
you
or not the music that you listen to on Spotify is amazing or not. That's subjective. Live is not subjective.
Okay.
It's a fact.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Now, whether you go home and you digest it, that's a different
You
animal.
may not
man.
digest this the same. Like, I'm not cocky. I'm not going to say my music's amazing. I'm saying our live show is undeniable. It just is what it is. It's out of my hands.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what it is. It is what it is.
Was it steadily developed like that? Did you carefully
better
plan
and better
it,
and
or
better.
was it all natural? This work
No,
that
it's
didn't
natural
work?
and carefully planned.
Okay, both.
Both.
I mean, all good plans are both, right?
I would like to get to that level with recorded music.
Yeah.
But the fact is, live, we are in the top 15 that's ever done hip hop ever.
Yeah.
We're in the top 15.
I've seen some live shows, and Whitney Payne puts on a good show. You know Whitney?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Fantastic. She
Very
is.
good.
You know why she's awesome? Because she's like 20 pounds, right? So she'll climb on top of the speaker,
Yeah.
and then she'll do this whole thing while she's rapping, like barring out, and she'll just start, and then the crowd just goes crazy. Her
Yeah.
energy is so good.
I just performed during her set
Yeah.
in on August 1st in Indiana.
And
At a
congratulations,
festival.
she just got signed to Subnoise,
Yes.
which is fantastic. Those are good people.
Yeah.
Kevin Singer and Matcha and all those people. They're really good heads.
Yep, Ivory. Is Ivory still there? A part of
You
it?
know, when I heard that, that made sense to me. Oh, this is a great label for her.
Whitney's dope. That's the
You know?
homie.
Yeah, she's good people. Puts on a good show. I like to see R.A. the Rugged Man and Vampire do some dope.
We've been on a song together.
I know.
Not my song.
I want to see it.
We met each other at the hotel
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Okay.
At a hotel.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "Oh, Kung Fu," with this heavy accent, New York accent. He was like, "Kung Fu, I didn't picture you looking like this." He's like, "Okay, great to meet you. I heard a lot about you. I didn't picture you looking like this."
Yeah.
That was it. We have mutual friends. So.
Okay.
Locksmith and a few others.
Locksmith, who's been on the show, one of my favorite MCs of all time, which I've
One of
told
the
him.
greatest.
One of the greatest.
One of my favorite people.
He's such a good person. Like, you can tell speaking with him, those 45 minutes that we had, that he was such a good dude. He invited us in. He's like, "Why are you going to get a drink?" Because he was late. "Oh man, I'm so sorry." Like, apologize. He was like real
I
about
sat next to him every single day for 4 months. Right next to him.
Was he writing at the time?
He did the co-headline with us.
Okay.
A 4-month-long tour.
Yeah.
And I'm the driver, and he was He was
When was that?
17.
Was that for Lofty Goals?
What?
Was that for Lofty Goals? His album Lofty Goals?
It was right after that came out.
Right after that came out?
So we did
Yeah.
May, June 2017.
Great MC,
September,
man.
October 2017.
A great
4
MC,
months.
Yeah, fantastic. So you work with a number of people, right? And we don't have to spit them out, but give me a couple people that you're proud of you have worked with.
I mean, I've been on a lot of people's records.
Yeah, you have.
I've had a lot of people on mine, but
Yeah.
I've been on records with other people that I don't even know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I mean, I'm most known for like some TV shit. Was on the Discovery Channel,
Mm-hmm.
a show called Oddities San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was on the E40 Zombie track with Brother Lynch and Tech 9.
Shout out.
In the video.
Tech 9.
I've done shit with a lot of people, man. A lot of deceased people from the Bay. A lot of women I've done songs with and shit are gone and passed away. Our singer Deanna, who's been on everything of ours, is just passed away a year and a half ago. You'd have to look at the wiki. Basically, everybody from Strange I've done stuff with. You know, a lot of Magic Ninja guys.
When you look back, is there any one of those in particular that stands out for whatever reason?
It's the Spice One track when I was a teenager, like real young. That was fun. He came to my house, so had dinner with us and shit.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy. I can't imagine that. Just meeting Spice One. That's got to be bananas.
Yeah, he came to the house. He had a super young chick with him.
Yeah.
We just partied and smoked and recorded and.
There's people I can't imagine are humans. That, you know, like just because I'm such a fan, if everything works good, I'm gonna talk to Premiere. And
Premiere?
I don't even know how I'm gonna react. Like I can't. You know, like my brain's like blah, blah, like
yeah. That's how I am probably with Ice Cube. You know.
Oh, have you met Q?
Nah.
But you feel like you're just gonna be like.
I just feel like it'd be awesome.
I can't even imagine like him, like because like he has that raspy voice. Premiere has.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it going to shit.
You know, I played with Ice-T right before Ice-T in Canada, and that was nice meeting him.
Dang, it gotta be the coolest guy on the
right
planet.
Right after his baby was born.
Yeah.
Coco was there.
Yeah. So the Spice One you think now is one that stands out in your memory. Is there one in the future you're really looking forward to?
It's like Metallica, E40 probably.
Are those in the works?
Well, I mean, I know E40 well enough. He owes me a favor. He said he's got me on a verse whenever, so I need to get him on some.
Yeah, man, that'd be crazy. One legendary figure, E40. That'd
E40,
be
bro. G-Eazy. I'm from the Bay, you know, so I like G-Eazy.
Okay.
I can't hate on him.
No doubt.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Does his own thing, bro. He looks like a slicker dude, and he's
mean. He's great. There's a lot of people that I think you got to really stand back and like. All rappers don't look the same, man. You know, MCs will come in all different shapes and Slug from Atmosphere is like 6'4". Like, you know, you will never imagine this kid from Minneapolis has this heart of just hip hop, this soul that and to this day, I think just recently they dropped a new album and they just announced a tour. Amazing. Like, he's still an amazing MC and still amazing producer. Like, they're still very hip hop embedded. It comes
draws
out,
a lot of people.
It spews out.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything but. You know, it's a beautiful. Hip hop took form in the form of Slug. There's a lot of MCs I feel that hip hop has taken the form in, like your Mos Defs and your Nas's, where it just it is. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, though, you're here on your show. You just finished performing. Do you still get those goosebumps? Do you still get that excitement before you go on stage, or is it mostly toned down? You know where you're at. You're laser focused.
I don't get that. I don't get the goosebump nervous thing.
And that doesn't make you nervous? That you don't get the nervous no more?
I get, like tonight was different because we haven't performed in like 2 weeks. We were on a long tour. Tonight I was excited. I was happy to get up there and kill it. I missed the songs. Like, I was excited to play the songs.
Yeah, so you're on that level now where
today,
it's like...
that was today.
Yeah.
Sometimes I only get nervous when I play in front of my hometown, which is very random, very seldom. Other than that, it's cool. 1 or 2 drinks, I'm good.
What is it about San Jose that makes you...
Like, we played San Jose. There was a big crowd this time. We kicked off the tour.
Yeah.
We had an hour-long set. I had a lot of friends there, a lot of personal people there, a lot of just interesting scenarios of people there, you know?
Right. And you feel they judge you differently? You feel they expect more of you?
Nah, it was just a lot of pressure. That's all. It was good. It ended up being good.
That's good, man.
It was wild.
Yeah?
Mainly girls. 250, 300 girls.
What's your percentage of fan base of females, you think?
Across the country, it's a little bit more guys than girls, but half and half.
Yeah.
San Ho, it's 75 girls.
For sure.
Men. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You gotta keep out of trouble a lot,
huh? Trouble is relative.
You need it. Right?
Little trouble is...
It's you need... I look for trouble every once in a while. I'm like,
I'm pretty mellow, man.
Let me go find some trouble because I need to write about something.
I'm pretty mellow.
Yeah?
I'm all about good food, good company.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me over to your party. I appreciate you spending the time and allowing me to get to know you a little better.
Sure, pleasure was mine, bro.
Dude, amazing, man. Like once you start to dig deep into it, being just a fan on the back. So like Necro, I know. So you type in Necro, start music, you're there. But once I start to dig deep into it, and you're like, oh, there's artistry behind it. There's a message here. There's someone that's trying to tell you something without it being so obvious. You know, like there's an artistic expression to all this. Fantastic, man. Keep doing your thing. You're so original. You're so cleanly and purely original. It's a beautiful thing to see you develop as you grow up, man. So thank you again for contributing to the culture. Thank you for everything. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it, man.
Give me the album one more time, or where we can find it.
It's called Come Dawn, COMEDAWN, Come Dawn. It's out. We actually charted on Billboard, number 39. We debuted, number 18 on iTunes. Very proud of the record. We're listening to it right now at our listening party in LA, so things are good. Yeah, you got to check it out. Spotify, iTunes, whatever you do. Come Dawn, Kung Fu Vampire.
That's right. So for Kung Fu Vampire, for where are we? North Hollywood. For True, for Ice-T, for E40, for all the greats to have ever done it. This is Concept 714 asking you, demanding that you help us wake the flock up. Peace.
Wake the fuck up, wake the fuck up, wake the fuck up. Everybody wake the fuck up. From the city to the burbs, every street, every curve. You can block what you heard, that's the cure. Wake the fuck up.